Hi everyone, welcome back to episode 000010, where I'll be talking about Grace Beverley, the productivity methods, and her video of how to be really, really productive without being overwhelmed. So she goes through quite a lot. So this is going to be quite a long video, so prepare yourselves, guys. So introduction. Productivity is a form of self-care, and obviously we're different if you have ADHD or any kind of neurodiversity symptoms or traits. But as in this video, her tips, because she's saying she doesn't have ADHD. So yeah, so productivity tips. A little bit better every day. We all need to working smart, productive, efficient and effective. Working smart is also working hard, and when you need to push and when you need to hold back. So I kind of think about it as gas on the pedal and driving cars, etc. And you can't always put your foot on the gas, especially if you're in traffic or if you're sitting in traffic. So sometimes putting your foot on the brake is a good thing, or even like putting it into neutral and then using the handbrake, or putting it into whatever you want, drive no park, sorry, and then using the handbrake, or putting it into neutral or whatever, however you want to drive. And don't judge me on what I just said. And being emotionally attached will drain you quicker. So yeah, that's one thing. Don't be emotionally attached to how much tasks you've done, what you've completed, etc., etc. Take the E out of emotion, and then you have motion. So creating expectations that work will be fun is going to be your downfall. As generations of Gen Z and millennials, they have to work super, super hard culture, and the expectations of loving work is setting yourself up for failure. Like, we obviously all have to work, but just don't expect to love your work every single day. Don't expect to love your work when you're getting up at 7 a.m. in the morning on a Monday morning, when you had a rest over the weekend. You know what I mean? So she goes through 10 different tips, starting at number 1, stop doing the to-do list. So lists with no priorities matrix, reject that, split it up. Quick ticks is made, or let's put it the other way, projects is made up of tasks, is made up of quick ticks. So quick ticks is anything you do up to 5 minutes, e.g. like clipping your toenails or whatever you want to do. Projects are the big bad boys, and you can split that up into a few tasks: research, planning, structure, etc. And then time blocking is visibility of what your week will look like. So that's life changing. Visibility, one of the biggest things, having your diary visible. And then break your projects up into tasks, which I already said. Number 2, pick 3 non-negotiables. So me and my one of my best friends, we always message each other going like, what's your 3 top priorities? I always start that at the beginning of the day. He tells me his 3 priorities, I tell him my 3 priorities, and then we smash it out, we get it going, and then we make it a habit to kind of like hold each other accountable and stuff. So that's so important for me. 3 priorities of what I'm going to get done today. And if I've done more than 3, great. But don't ever do less than 3, Just make sure you take 3 things off, even if you're working until like 2 a.m. to try and get it done. Don't work until 2 a.m. That is just a road to burnout. But yeah. Time blocking. Projects is accumulation of tasks. Tasks is accumulation of quick ticks, which I've already said. No need to log how many shits that you've taken. This is like a quote of Grace, by the way, not something that I put in this podcast. It's just a quote from her. So I want to create a study planner, and if you guys are interested in buying a study planner where I would be going through, I'll put the templates for free up on my Instagram or on my socials, on how I break down how to plan for an exam. So I don't know if you guys know, I'm ACCA qualified by experience, but I still have 3 exams left, and I need to do tax for the next quarter. So I'm gonna plan my exams, and I'm gonna reveal to you how I plan my exams, and get everything done in the space of like basically 100 hours of study in a space of less than 90 days. Essentially, I think it's like 2 and a bit months, so like 60 odd days, 100 hours of study, how I do that. And then moving on, time blocking, like meeting, put on autopilot and task batching, not like headless chickens. So this one's important. When a pilot is driving a plane, they have autopilot, right? But autopilot for you in productive, or for me in productivity, means to be able to be in cruise control, essentially. So you're working, but you're working kind of effortlessly, and like you're taking notes and you're being like really diligent in it, etc, etc. So obviously there's some light work and some deep work, and it's important to know when to switch gears and when to do light work and when to do deep work. It's like slow thinking and fast thinking. The book, which or thinking fast and thinking slow. Oh, so it's like this book, Thinking Fast and Slow, which I compare with doing light work and doing deep work. So I don't know if you guys have read this book. I have definitely not read all of this book, but Thinking Fast and Slow is renowned psychologist and Nobel Prize winner in economics, takes us on a groundbreaking tour of the mind and explains 2 systems that drive what we think. So system 1 is fast, intuitive and emotional. System 2 is slower, more deliberate and logical. And Daniel goes through the 2 systems and the bias, the overconfidence, the choices, and our 2 selves. So I recommend that, but it is a long read. It's got a lot of chapters and it's quite a heavy, deep read. And yeah, so do some light work and then some deep work, guys. Block for filming, for projects, to do tables, etc. So at the moment I am mentally using the productivity method, and what I mean by mentally using it is I mentally time block how much something's going to take, and I mentally like shift gears or move from quick tasks to projects without like seamlessly, because I have in my head all of these things that I need to do, but I should be writing it down, should be using the productivity methods. I've used up that much. This is my 2nd book. I think this is it quarterly or a yearly? I did buy the yearly planner last year. I think I bought the yearly planner last year, or the quarterly planner even. So this is my 2nd one, and I just love it. But I need to be more committed to writing down exactly what I've done, so then I can come back in 6 months' time and know on what date I did what, and when I had this meeting or who I met, etc, etc, so I can kind of track everything. Yeah, or even retrospectively writing down what you've done in the day, your quick ticks, your tasks and stuff. That's always useful as well, to go back and do time audit. Do not turn into brain soup. Give yourself breaks. Yeah, so breaks are so important, which she then goes on to talk about in point number 5, so I won't get into it that much deeply here. Setting email alarms and email time blocks. Each distraction takes... So what setting email time blocks, so she just means like check your emails like on the hour, like 5 minutes, for example, and then just shut it down. Or, you know, if you're a PA, obviously, if you have like a customer service role, then obviously it's different. If you have a response time that you need to respond in a certain thing, then obviously try and use AI to help you to reply instantly. There's an AI that does that. So you can utilize that AI to your advantage to help you reply to emails. If you need that SLA, so service level agreement, SLA. So each distraction takes 26 minutes on average to get back into something. So this was some research she's read, and I'm sure is 100% accurate because it's Grace Beverley. Turn off your email pop-ups. And then number 4, be aware of how long tasks takes. So use 1 week to monitor how long each things take. She advises using 1 week, but I would advise time auditing your whole month, because, you know, week on week you can have different tasks, and if you're an accountant and if you're doing month ends, then you can't just rely on one heavy week. You have to rely on a monthly data set. So I would take, and obviously you have seasonal peaks as well. So because you have your quarter end, you have your year end audits, you have your like seasonal, if you're really busy during Christmas, or if you're like not busy during Christmas, and then if you take the wrong week, then, you know, like your data will be inaccurate. So instead of just time auditing a week, time audit a really busy month and time audit a really light month, so you can really get the gist of like how long each task takes, especially during audit season. Us accountants, you know. Awareness of how long each thing takes, which I've just touched on. And then number 5, taking breaks. And I love this, and I always tell people to take breaks. She says, and I quote, go sit on the toilet for 10 minutes. If you're in the office or whatever, you know what I mean? We underestimate how we can get drained. Don't over push yourself. And obviously it depends on your line of work. Again, if you're in customer service, unfortunate, then you can't obviously take as much breaks. If you're on the phone all the time, etc., you can't just go, hey, hello customer, I'm just sitting on the toilet, I'm sorry, blah blah blah. But, you know, it is what it is. Don't set yourself up for failure. Work alongside yourself. Make sure you know if you're better in the evenings or mornings, etc., and working with that in mind. So that's so important to work with that in mind. And I'm most productive. I took a productivity questionnaire. I can't remember what it's called. I don't have the link, but just Google it. It's like an animal thing. And I'm most productive. I can't remember if I was a bear or a wolf, but I'm most productive at like 2-3 p.m. in the afternoons, and then in the evenings I'm productive as well. In the mornings I just can't. I can't just wake up. I can't just wake up and send 50 emails in the mornings, you know? Like, that's, my brain needs something to digest. I just can't. In the morning I can operate. I slowly build up my productivity from the morning. So that's just me. Google productivity questionnaire animals or something, and you should be able to find something, some survey which tells you when the best time it is for you to have sex, for example, when the best time it is for you to be productive, when the best time it is for you to take a shit. Yeah. So number 6, make your own deadlines. Give yourself a week deadline pre the real deadline. So she puts the example of having a 10,000 word dissertation or 50,000 word dissertation, depending on which uni you went to. I went to University of Kent. I had a 10,000 word dissertation. Break it up into chunks, 1,000 words per day or 1,000 word per 2 days or whatever. Give yourself the smaller steps and milestones to like get to that 10,000. Don't just read it, you have to do 10,000 and just be like, oh my god, and then shit yourself. 7, focus app chooses forest, plant a tree when you're focused and you can't use your phone or the tree dies. Number 8, notifications, turn them off unless you're a PA and put it on do not disturb, whatever. Even if you're PA, you can just be like, obviously reply or set bots to automatically reply and just be like, hey, thank you for your message. Just concentrating right now. I'll get to you as soon as possible. Or I don't know what PAs do, but obviously if you have a job as a PA, it's like probably one of the hardest jobs in the world, you know. Anyway, multitasking. Stop multitasking and commit to tasks. Productivity over multitasking. You cannot do 5 tasks at the same time as well as you can do one task well enough, if that makes sense. So what I'm trying to say is you can split yourself in 5 different directions, but you'll do them so haphazardly and like, so you just need to focus on one thing. And like Natalie Ellis, that she focuses on one thing, one funnel, one £29 product or whatever, and she just focuses on that one thing. I hope you guys like my bracelets. I've got a little gold high heel charm somewhere here, if you can see. I love it. It's my favourite. I wear all my bracelets. But anyway, number 10, to-do table. Do it at the end of the working day instead of doing it the next morning. So at the end of the working day, what you don't finish, just write it all down, and then you can go to bed or go to the cinema with your friends or go to the gym or do whatever without having it all stuck in your head. So plan your day out the night before, not in the morning, because then you wake up in the morning, you open it and it's all fresh and it's all there, and you're like, thank your previous day self for like planning the day for you, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. Thank you, Grace Beverley, for liking my stories and for liking my inspired outfit. And thank you for everyone watching. Give this a thumbs up or a comment if you want, and share it if you want to help me. So thank you so much for listening to episode number 10 of the podcast. I think I will move on to do if you like this type of style of what I've just kind of went through, let me know. Yeah, see you guys later.